Hi everyone. Okay, looks like it's live. I'm going to get the questionable music going. And I'll bring up the thing so that I can watch the comments if we do get anyone joining us. Always like it when folks join in and say hi. So let's go ahead and do that. Bring up the YouTube first. Make sure the stream is going through and I can see the comments. Here we go. Great. Okay, that's up. I turn that off so we don't get an echo. And then, oh, the other thing we're going to put up is, oh yeah, 8-bit royalty-free music. Spotify. Thanks, Spotify. Yeah, let's put on some chiptunes. Chiptunes, as you can see, by my walking, which hurts, but like whatever, YOLO. I fixed the treadmill, so I'm really excited with that. I had a warranty on it when it broke, and so I did the thing. I messaged them, and they just gave me a gift card for the price of the treadmill for Amazon instead of fixing it. And so I just fixed it myself because this is what I do. I mean, it wasn't a very hard fix. It's like the pairing broke with the thing, and I just got a replacement part, and the new one just works, and so that's rad. And so I'm really happy that that worked. I also dropped my bike last night, so feels okay. Oh right, okay. Oh yeah, why isn't the music? Alexa, turn on Holden speakers. Where is this coming out of? Connect to device. This web browser. There we go. Okay. There we go. Right, and then code button. Bloop. Okay. And so we're gonna go over here, and yeah, we don't want to restore all my old Chrome tabs, just a lot of them. So we're gonna go back to notifications. We're gonna go into mentioned. Take a look at this. Okay, it's looking good. Looking good to me. And we'll also go look at participating. Okay, cool. So other one that we're going to go take a look at is, I'm just queuing up the PRs that we're going to look at today first. In Spark Upgrade, there were some comments. Why didn't this load? That's weird. Okay. So let's take a look here. Migrate Shuffle Block. Oof, I need to clean these glasses. So I need glasses that I haven't sat on 5 times. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they just moved it from a lazy val into just doing the entire compute inside of the string. That seems fine to me, provided that this is within style guide. Let's go over here. Let's go up here. Thank you for the updates. It looks like everyone's okay. Dongjun approves this. There's no outstanding comments. That means we get to merge it. I like it. Sorry. I enjoy it when I get to merge people's code. Because like I remember being an open source dev like earlier on in my career and feeling super happy when my code got merged. And I know that many of these people are like not early on in their career and it's probably like kind of boring to them, but for me it's still like makes me happy that people do the thing, and I like to think so. Okay, I do want to merge it, but the tests are not finished, so we can't merge it yet. We'll circle back to this, and pending CI, we'll merge it. That sounds good. do that tweet. So we'll circle back to this though. Yeah, so we're gonna say LGTM pending CI +1. Let's go ahead, go into review so that it shows up. I think if I go to files changed, review changes, submit review. Cool. And so that's just like, yep, looks good to me. We didn't get to merge it because like the tests are still in progress. Let's take a look and see how far along they are. This could take a while. The full test suite takes a very long time to run. So yeah, let's come back here. Okay, make Spark. Oh yeah, Dongjun is working on this one, but I guess he did ask me. Yeah, I mean that's honestly it sounds kind of rad. Yeah, I don't know. I like this. I like this. I like this. Supporting integration tests with downstream consumers, and upstream platforms is +1. So that's just a like, I like this idea. I think it's great. Dongjun's already reviewing it. I'm not going to get into the weeds on that. I feel like there was another PR that I was looking at, but whatever. We are going to go back to the Spark upgrade place. So we're going to go bloop, bloop, and bloop. Oh yeah, and Spark testing base. I also wanted to check in on that. I feel like, okay, cool. See, I passed on that one. Oh, this is from 2018. Shit, and I approved the pull request, but I never got around to merging it. Shit. Oh, this one's on me. Let's do this though, because I'm better inequality reporting in the test suite. I think is definitely something worth doing. So I think either we'll find out that we've already got something like this from somewhere else in there, and then we'll just close it, or we don't have something like this yet, and then we'll just need to rebase it. And my guess is the main thing here is just that this is running against old files, which we've since changed. So, boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah. First, git branch, git pull. I kind of want to rename. We have divergent branches. Do we? Rebase origin? How are we? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so git remote add. Let's go over here. We're going to go ahead. No, I don't want to PR. I want this person's code. There we go, code. And SSH. And the branch that we want to bring over is better. Yeah. Okay. So I am. Actually, yeah, okay. Actually, yeah. Let's see if the reorganization of imports is just that. That's just that. Okay. Let's go take a look inside of testsuite.scala. Okay, so okay, let's go take a look inside of data from suite base, which is, I think, where the real logic is. Okay, import changes, yeah. Data frame suite base. And so let's go ahead on equal RDD. Okay, yeah, and right now we don't do really anything. Oh, no, we do call show. Okay. Okay, so actually I think we call show. What does this one do? This is actually, yeah. Huh. Yeah, I think this has been superseded then. Unless, okay. On equal. So this calls show. And then there's also this function, which is tag row. Maximum rows to show. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think what we'll do here is, yeah. Yeah. Looks like we got this functionality. With the PR state open. Close the PR. Close the PR. Thanks for your contribution. This is just, yeah, there we go. So that way I don't take a look at it again and get confused. Okay. Hadoop, yeah, this one I'm not so sure about upgrading Jetty Util. I feel nervous about that. Let's go ahead, Jetty Util backwards compatible. Okay. Yeah. So we can't do that because we need to support JDK8. So we can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back here to this Scala steward rule, and we're going to go ahead. This upgrade would require drop JDK8 support. So leaving it for now. So that's really just a comment to myself because fundamentally on Spark testing base, I'm the only person who's doing anything. I shouldn't say that. I'm the sole maintainer. There are many other contributors and I value their contributions greatly. They're awesome. Yes. Okay. Back to my adventures. Yeah, we're not gonna do this, I don't think. Yeah. Just yeah, if we limit the number of partitions, there's a whole class of errors that aren't going to show up. So we're just not going to do that. Oh, that sounds important. Yeah. I don't. Let's take a look. Do we have decimal support in the data frame generator? Frame. Or is it data set? It's something. Oh, data. Can't spell. Decimal. Yeah. Okay. We've got this. But it's done a little differently. So, oh yeah. Yeah, we added decimal type. It's a bit more complicated because of precision, but oh no, I don't want to do dagger. Thanks. Smiley face. There we go. This is, I mean, these are really old, but I'm largely cleaning them up just so that I know what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, okay. We'll call that good enough for Spark testing base for the day. And let's come over. Yeah, okay. This one can't upgrade to. Okay, we did that one. This one's not done yet. Dink. Oh, build failed. Let's retrigger the jobs. Just see if it works. Okay, cool. This looks good. Oh, okay. Resolve conflicts. Yeah. Okay, markets resolved. Yeah, whatever. Merge commits are fine. I'm lazy. Okay, cool. That is done. Let's go find another PR. Or did I? Ah, that's the merge in. Okay, yeah. That's merged. Pull requests. Let's take a look. Where is it? Okay, so that hasn't happened yet. And similarly, I'm guessing up here, this probably hasn't happened yet. Yeah. Let's add some. Yeah, let's add some negative tests to both the. Okay, cool. That's great. Yeah. Same with add a negative test, e.g. call union all on a non-data frame. Okay. That's pretty good. How are we doing for time? Yeah, okay. So we've got a bit more time, so we are going to go ahead and take a look at the sort of just general inbound Spark PRs. So now we're going to go over to Kubernetes. Oh yeah, that would be good. Okay. Okay. That sounds important. It doesn't merge though. Um, or at least, yeah, the PR dashboard isn't always right. Okay. Short and graceful shutdown time of executor pod snapshot store impulse style from 30 seconds to 20 seconds to prevent. Uh, mm, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yep. 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 Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That seems reasonable. Let's go ahead and take a look at the files changed. Check value is greater than 0. Yeah, actually, this looks great. Approve LGTM pending LGTM. Yeah, we'll just do LGTM. Do. Great. Oh, interesting. Oof, this is... Okay, where is it left off? Okay, what are the changes? There's a lot of other people here. I don't want to get in the way. Because this is from... When is this? August? Okay, well, let's go ahead. Yeah. I mean, that sounds reasonable. That also sounds... Okay. Yeah, I guess Domjin just hasn't had the time to review it, which is fair. Other people have signed off on it. Hello, Wagner. So let's take a look through it, though. I'm going to move coffee cup so I can move the mouse over a little bit. Okay, download resources to current. So, what this used to do. So this looks like a bug fix. 33782. Ah, not just the jars. This is okay. Okay. Local resources. it's an archive, we unpack it. Otherwise, we copy it to the desk path. What did we used to do? We used to all of the local archives, download those, and now, okay. File, resolve, URI. Files copy. So this just used to download the file list to the target dir and unpack Okay, so I guess the things that have changed here is we download so this used to download args.files, and now this is getting args.files and py files. So before, let's go take a look inside of Spark Submit. Yeah, okay. Okay, so before is Kubernetes cluster mode driver. Okay. So I know that the build's a little. Oh, hi, AK. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Is that does okay. So this is there we go. Okay. So did it just not resolve the py files? Spark files, Spark jars. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to say Spark py files. Let's go take a look at this Jira. Maybe there's a little bit more context in the Jira. Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, that seems reasonable. Yep. That's my bad. So, oh, okay. Oh no, that's something else. Do test pass on this? I don't know. Okay. So fundamentally, in cluster mode, what do we do here? String sequence, local resources map, resolve you, yeah. Okay, so before we got the local files and the archives. So, okay, what did we do with the... God damn it. Okay. There we go. It's not the one I want. That's the one that I want. Okay, cool. And then files, local files. We just copy that over. We don't do anything with that. We don't download them. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see why this code change is needed. Oh no, we do. We call download file list on that. Okay, so, and our target dir is, okay. Here, download resources to current directories, download file list, okay. And our target is still the same target dir. Okay. Then what we do, oh, yeah, I can briefly, so MapReduce sort of predates Spark. It came out of Yahoo. Actually, I guess there's Google MapReduce and Yahoo MapReduce, which is what became Hadoop MapReduce. And it solves similar problems, which is we want to compute a bunch of data in parallel, and we want to do it on really cheap computers that fail a lot. However, it achieves redundancy, or sorry, it achieves reliability from those computer failures by storing data in a bunch of different places, whereas Spark and a lot of the more recent systems achieve reliability by recomputing the data when it gets lost. Because essentially what that says is like, yeah, we could store it 3 times so that like the odds of 3 computers failing, or the 3 computers that fail are the ones that we happen to put our data on, is low enough, it's fine. Whereas in Spark, it's like, well, yes, computers fail frequently, but not that frequently, and often, if we're just missing a small piece of the data, we can just recompute that small piece. Now, that's not always true, which is why Spark has functionality for things like checkpointing, where essentially what you do is you say like, hey, computing this data is really, really expensive. I want you to treat it like how MapReduce used to treat data. And so then you can actually checkpoint your data and save it to reliable, persistent storage. And it's a useful thing to have. Okay, let's back to this. So this is where we download the files. That's also what we used to do with the files. And this code is very similar. I guess it's just the thing that we're doing differently is we're downloading interesting. Yeah. So do we do that same args.jar rewrite? Yeah, we do. Okay. And similarly with py files, we rewrite it to py local files. Okay. And then yeah. Okay. Review changes, approve, LGTM. Let's make sure it's passing CI before we give it the good old LGTM. Okay. Yep. It is passing CI, right? Yes, it is. Okay. LGTM. Looks good to me. Approve. If no one else has any concerns, I'll try and merge it this week or next. Cool. And that's just like, hey, this looks good, but like I don't, I obviously don't want to get in anyone's way. So if Domjun, for example, has any concerns, I want to give him a heads up so he's got some time to raise any concerns. And if no one does, then yeah, whatever, we'll just merge it. And sometimes we merge things that are wrong and then we need to revert them, but like, ideally we don't do that. Okay. There's a problem when submitting Spark jobs to case clusters. The library generates and reuses the same config for config maps for drivers and executors. Ideally, for each job, 2 config maps should be created, the driver and executor. However, the library creates only one driver. Ooh. Yes. Okay. This is reasonable. Conceptually. Let's see what the CI is failing. I would like to see the test results, please. What failed? Run Spark on Kubernetes. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's search for failure. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let me go get that. I'll be right back. And I'll answer your question. Okay, let's see. Where did we leave off? Basic question. Is Spark stateless? Interesting question. The short answer is no. The Spark driver itself has to keep track of a lot of state. But ideally, for your programs inside of Spark, they should be stateless. Although, with Spark Streaming, that's different. Because we actually do support certain kinds of stateful aggregations. Okay. So this is interesting. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go back here, bloop, bloop, bloop. Go back one more. One more, okay. The CI failure isn't queued. It is. It's really challenging, and actually, all of the executors have some amount of state internally as well. And so there's actually um, I wrote this logic a few years ago now at this point, where what we do is there's this thing in Kubernetes called shutdown grace period, and we take advantage of this shutdown grace period to migrate the state either to a persistent store like S3 or another executor. And yeah, Cube is a rough place for stateful resources to live. Can you take a look? And so that's just like, hey, this CI failure is related. So Wagner, great question. And I think the answer is yes, very much so. Specifically in the Pandas data frame API stuff. And so that's what used to be called koalas, but is now part of mainstream Spark. And that would be where if I was a Python developer, just sort of new to the Spark world, that is where I would focus, because there's so much stuff to do there. Being said, let's go ahead, let's take a look at this person's code really quickly. Ooh. Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. 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 I mean, this looks reasonable to me. Hmm. Yeah, this looks reasonable to me. I don't think it's causing the test failure, but I do like the test failure is related, and I would feel more comfortable if the original author took a quick look, maybe rebased it, um, and sort of went from there. Yeah. Yeah. I really like the Python ecosystem folks. They're incredibly sweet. Okay. So that's good for the Cube APIs, I think. Ah. Okay. Reset the executor pod watcher when we receive a version change event from Kubernetes. Okay. It's last updated 19 days ago. Shepherd is Dongjun. Don't want to step on Dongjun's toes, but I can take a quick look at it at the very least. Oh, fix proxy authentication for Kubernetes deployed in cluster mode. That's a month ago. Not as urgent. Okay. Oh, this is some shit that I wrote that I haven't finished. Really, crap. Yeah. Yeah. So, my responses okay, or okay, and that's just like, hey, I wrote this. There is someone else who took a look at it, and it's good to make sure that they're like okay with my responses before I just go ahead and merge it, even though like there's nothing stopping me. But yeah, actually, we have like this this process where it's just like, hey, you should try and make sure everything's resolved. And that's just because we operate by what's called lazy consensus. Okay. Proxer UZ authentication. Fixed Proxer UZ authentication for Spark and Kubernetes in cluster deployment mode. Actually, this sounds like something that's right up my alley, given the things that I'm working on. Let's take a look. Okay. So, if the proxy user is not null, and we're deploying to Kubernetes in client mode, wait, what? Deploy mode equals client. What the? Oh, God. Okay. I'm a little fuzzy here because we're checking that the deploy mode is equal to client. And I know that actually what happens is when we deploy in cluster mode, we end up launching a container that is then launched in client mode. But I think that would be good to have commented here, just because, like, I know that, but I've been working on this shit for way too long. And so it's good to write it down. We're checking for client mode because we're actually looking for the case where it's submitted in cluster mode, and then this is the Spark submit instance that is running inside the cluster container, right? If so, that would be great to have in a comment. So, okay, actually, yeah, that's the extent of my comment on this one. This is something that I care about, though, because I actually am trying to do some stuff to make our user authentication a little bit more solid here. So that's great. Okay. Looks like Dongjun hasn't had the chance to look at this recently. That's all right. Ooh, okay, fuck. Damn it. Chrome uses so many system resources, and it's so bad. I mean, to be fair, Spark uses so many system resources, and it's so bad too. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, okay. Yeah. Reset the executor pod watcher. Huh. Where is watcher exception populated from? HTTP gone code. Watcher exception is HTTP. I want to take a look. What? God God damn it. Chrome decided to be Chrome again. So we'll do our little dance while we wait for Chrome to come back alive. Do, 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 do. What a piece of shit. Sorry. Okay, cool. That looks like I have a mouse again. Nah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. There's like jack all going on, so Chrome is just having a bad day. Fine. Hello, Chrome. Chrome. And I was hoping it would do the like, hey, I exited. What's up? But looks like no, so cool. Cool. Okay. I don't super even remember what I was looking at. Oh yeah, it's the reset one. Okay, yeah. Okay. Any terminal? I don't. There's probably an Emacs one, just because like it's so popular. But I don't know. That's a good question, AK. Yeah, I agree. I often just end up writing myself emails, which is kind of jank, but whatevs. Okay, right. And so, fabricate watcher exception. That doesn't really tell me what is HTTP gone is. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so I just don't know, and I don't really I used to a long time ago, back before Google Reader was killed, and the web it became markedly worse. Okay. Is there, okay, I'm slightly worried about an infinite loop. Here, I don't see any clear doc on when is HTTP gone is simply true in public 8. Can we have a max resets counter or something similar? Max resets in 10 minutes, similar. Or if there's this behavior, that would be on the behavior is. Okay, cool. That's just like, hey, this is weird. I don't like. There's when we went to go look at the docs, there's just a function, and it doesn't say what it's going to return. So like, I don't feel super confident with this one. But that's okay, right? Like, presumably the person who wrote this spent a lot of time figuring this out. I don't know. And hopefully they can share that with me, and then I can learn about the conditions behind is HTTP gone, and that it's not just like a generic exception, and then we can go ahead and merge it. Or maybe it actually could trigger an infinite loop, and that would be bad. And then it's good that we don't merge it. Okay. That's a lot of walking. It's been almost an hour. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now. I might do some BGP stuff, actually. I think I might make myself a snack. Look at some work stuff. Circle back and do some BGP. Oh shit! I need to go do some stuff for my work. Fuck, my bad.